Welcome back to New Day Northwest. November is National Diabetes Month, and chances are you've probably known someone in your life who lives with this condition. It's important to understand the warning signs of this disease because management is key. Here to tell us more about diabetes is nurse educator Lisa Levinson from Overlake Medical Center. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
In light of this month, why is understanding diabetes so important?
Understanding diabetes is important because you need to understand what you need to do in order to be able to most effectively manage it. Oftentimes you're told by your doctor you need to exercise, we need to eat a certain way, we need to take a medication, but if we don't understand why we're being told or asked to do something, why would we be doing it?
Right.
So really, I think understanding is key in terms of driving greater outcomes.
And I think that it's important because you were just telling me how severe this issue is in our nation. You said you were doing some research on pre-diabetes?
So pre-diabetes, right now in the U.S., 96 million people fall within that category, 18 and above, which is about 38% of our population.
38%?
38%. And so it's significant. If you're falling within that pre-diabetes category, there's a lot you can do to kind of turn that tide and reverse course and make sure that you don't progress to having diabetes.
Okay, I want to talk about that for sure, but before we go any further, let's talk about what diabetes is exactly.
So diabetes is a metabolic disorder. There's primarily two types. There's type 1, which is an autoimmune process. At some point in time, a virus exposure, the body's immune system has basically destroyed the cells that create insulin or create and release insulin. Type 2 is going to be a situation where the body is either deficient of insulin, it's not making enough, or it's not utilizing it properly, and we call that insulin resistance.
Oh my goodness. So what are the long-term effects though if it's left untreated? I mean, it's very, very serious.
Long-term effects, wherever your blood flows, you can have possible complications. So vascular damage, be it neuropathy in your feet, visual issues, kidney disease, heart disease. There's a lot of things that can happen, but there's no reason for any of it to happen. There's a lot that we can do right now to most actively manage it.
So given that it is so severe, given that so many Americans are pre-diabetic, how do we know that something's coming on? Are there signs and symptoms we should be aware of?
So when we're looking at diabetes, a lot of times folks will say, Lisa, I had no awareness. I didn't think I was sick. And then I went to the doctor and I had labs. If you do have symptoms or issues prior to being determined that you have diabetes, frequent urination, frequent thirst, frequent hunger, fatigue, you may have injuries that are slow to heal. Those are generally what we're seeing in terms of having had high blood sugars for a period of time.
Okay. I gotta be honest, as I get older, I feel like I'm that way all the time. I feel like I gotta be all the time. I'm hungry and I'm always tired. So how can someone be screened for diabetes?
So there's an A1C, the hemoglobin A1C test. It's checked generally every 2 to 3 months. It's looking at how much sugar is on your old dying red blood cells. And so it equates to an average blood sugar over the previous 3 months. If the A1C falls within a specific target or greater than a specific target, it can indicate either pre-diabetes or diabetes. With that being said, once you've been diagnosed with diabetes, there's a lot we can do to most actively manage. Right now, a quarter of those walking around with diabetes don't know that they have it. So for all intents and purposes, being diagnosed with diabetes is not a guarantee that you're going to have any issue or complication. You're most effectively going to be, or better effectively going to be managed than those walking around that may not know.
How is it managed overall?
Diabetes is managed by mainly the things that all of us should be doing, but we're not. Getting up, moving. 20 to 30 minutes a day. It's cold, it's gonna rain, it's gonna snow, I have other things I'm doing, I'm working from home. Can I walk up and down the stairs in my house for 10 minutes in the morning, and then can I go on a little bit of a walk in the afternoon? Can I do some light housework? Can I walk further distances when I go to the store? Can I park further away from the entrance?
I like that.
20 to 30 minutes, most days 150 minutes a week.
And diet is important too, right?
Diet is key. When we're looking at diet, it's generally what's the My Plate. So when I was in school, it was a food pyramid. Now it's called the My Plate. So portions and then the food types in relation to one another. So making sure you're getting your carbs, you're getting your lean protein, and you're getting good sources of fiber.
I just want to come into Overlake right now and just like have you check me, make sure, but then also give me my Plate dietitian too. That is everything you guys offer. offer there, right?
We do, and it's a team. With diabetes, it's continuous monitoring and assessment of what you're doing day to day to really empower the individual to know what they need to do day to day to manage their diabetes.
My goodness, you have so much information. I'm so glad that we got to talk to you today. It is important. And again, if you have any concerns or you want to learn more about Overlake Medical Center and what we've discussed today, just visit the website on your screen or New Day's website for more information. Keep track of your health, my friends. All right, we're going to be back with the author of a new book that's telling a remarkable tale, a real-life story of a 99-year-old Holocaust survivor. Stick with us.
This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by Overlake Medical Center,